In this video, I will explain the different type of loads in electrical system. So we have the loads can be classified into different category. The first one is domestic load. The second one is commercial load. Third one industrial load. Fourth one municipal load. And fifth one irrigation load. And last one traction load. So these are the classification of different electrical loads. The first one is domestic load. So the domestic load means the appliances like light, fan, refrigerator, heater, television, washing machine, and irrigation, small motor for pumping that used in residential building or our household. So such kind of load is known as domestic load. So the examples of domestic load: the light used in our home, the fan used in our home, refrigerator, television. So the electrical loads that used in our domestic building or our home, such kind of loads are known as domestic load. So in the operation of domestic load means the most of loads occur only for some hours during the day. For example, if you take your television set, so your television set works only 3 to 4 hours, maximum 3 to 4 hours in a single day. So that's why the most of loads, residential loads, only works in a small duration in a day. Okay. And one more thing, the lighting load. Okay, the lighting load in a domestic building that turn on during the night time. So that is the characteristics of domestic load. And the load factor of domestic load is very low, about 10 to 12%. So the domestic load means the appliances which used in our house, that is the domestic load, and most of the loads are on in a small duration in a single day. Okay, and the lighting loads in a domestic building or in our house which turn on during the night time. So next one is commercial load. So the commercial load is nothing but the fan, lights, and air conditioner, then heater, then small motor that used in commercial building. Okay, that is commercial load. So the loads or appliances which used in commercial building is known as commercial load. For example, in a shopping mall or a cinema hall. Okay, so the loads in a cinema hall that categorized into commercial load. So the loads in a shopping mall that categorized into commercial load. Then what are the specialities of commercial load? Normally during the daytime, most of the loads are on during the daytime. In domestic building, the light loads which turn on only in night time, whereas in commercial load, maybe some of the light loads are on during the daytime also. Okay, so and also the commercial load is varies depend upon the season, because during the summer season, so lot of air conditioning unit are turned on during the summer season. Okay, so during the winter or during the rainy season, the most of air conditioning system which turned off. So the commercial load is the quantity of commercial load is based on the season also. Next one, industrial load. Okay, industrial load means the heavy motor, heavy equipment, heavy compressor that used in different type of industries. Such kind of loads are known as industrial loads. So actually the industrial load, industry we can classify into three categories based on the power consumption. Okay, so based on power consumption, industries are classified into three categories. The first one is small scale industry. So the small scale industry is nothing but the industries which consumes the power up to 25 kilowatt. Okay, such industry is known as small scale industry. The industry which consumes the power up to 25 kilowatt, that is small scale industry. And medium scale industries is nothing but it consumes the industries which consumes the power between 25 to 500 kilowatt, not 100, 25 to 500 kilowatt. And large consumer or large industries means it consumes above 500 kilowatt. So these are the classification of different industry. Okay, so industrial loads are working in larger industry. Larger industries work in 24 hours. So all the loads, most of the loads are on throughout the whole day. Okay, so that is the speciality of industrial load. So the loads in industrial loads are working in 24 hour in a day. Then next one is municipal load. Okay, so municipal load is nothing but the loads, street lights. Okay, street light, it consists of street light, then water supply, power required to water supply, then drainage purpose. So such kind of load is known as municipal load. So in municipal load, the street light, one example is street lighting. So the street lighting load is practically constant, okay, throughout the hour of the night time. Okay, for example, in street light, we can see that the street light is turned on at 6 p.m. and it works up to the next day morning, okay, 6 a.m. up to 6 a.m. of the next day. So throughout night time, it constantly turn on these lights. So that is municipal load. And for water supply, we need a small power, electric motor is required. So in normal case, these type of electric motor is turned on during the off peak hour or night time, okay, or off peak hour, off peak period. That means 12 midnight 12 to 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. So that type of motor is works between 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. That is off peak hour. Okay, because it improves the load factor of the power system. So the next one is irrigation load. So irrigation load is nothing but the irrigate that is used for agriculture purpose. So we are using some motor to supply the water to paddy fields. Okay, so normally these motor are turned on during the off peak hour or during the night time. During the night time means 12 midnight to 4 a.m. Okay, so that is irrigation load. Next one is traction load. Okay, traction load is nothing but the loads which connect with the electric train, metro train, then electric buses, railways, etc. Okay, so the peak of the traction load that happens during the morning time and evening time, because most of passengers are preferring the most of the passenger is traveling during the 7 to 10 a.m. or evening 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So at that time the peak will happen during the morning and evening time. So that is traction load.